Sir William Sewell.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have a saying in Samoa, e maua loa, ka whiki loa, which means that when you catch someone out doing something wrong, they begin to attack, and that's what we've heard from that minister. If the National Party leader had the kahunas to accept those postcards, they would not have gone to sue Moroni. Mr. Speaker, about this time in 2008, we had the Mr. John Key, who was then the leader of the opposition, turn up in my electorate, flanked by two known Pacific former sports stars. And there was a big splash and a big ado about what they were going to do for the people of Māngere, the people of Manukau, the Pacific community, and they splashed it in the paper. There was going to be $6 million invested in a trade academy at Southern Cross campus. Today, sir, that school is still wondering where the rest of that money has gone to. They're still wondering. And the two former sports stars who flanked the Prime Minister at that time are nowhere to be seen, and they themselves aren't receiving answers to the questions as where that money has gone to. At that time too, sir, we had asked to the community of Māngere that with the national government, National Party in government, that we were going to have to fight to protect ourselves. We're going to have to fight to protect early childhood education. We're going to have to fight to protect housing, our public health system, our assets, and we were going to have to fight to protect the workers, the working community of New Zealand. Sir, that is exactly what has transpired in the past 3 years under a national government. The first thing they did was to cut education, budget to education, adult and community education, which served that community well. They continue to cut money into early childhood education, which is significant for a population of generally young people, sir. But now we're hearing that they are going to be again looking to undermine the rights of workers, not only by the 90-day bill that they introduced right off the bat, but now they're looking to undermine the ability of trade union and workers' representatives to be able to negotiate with employers. And sir, with the high cost of living that we now have, prices running out of to 20%, rising above more than what people are earning, I'm asking this government, sir, what will they be doing for working populations the length and breadth of New Zealand when they have given significant money to the wealthy few? What will they be doing, sir, to enable ordinary working families with children who are struggling to make ends meet the regular cost of living? Let me give you a couple of examples, Mr. Speaker, so that side of the House understand the struggles of working communities. There's a family in the South Side, a family who currently is living with 2 children in Housing New Zealand in Māngere. Had to leave that house, sir, because that house is leaked and was not fixed up on Housing New Zealand, so they had to live with their parents in crammed up situation. The promise that was given to the community of Māngere in those days, sir, was that the Minister of Housing would fix up the stock. Today, sir, many families are still waiting for that housing stock to be fixed up. A young man with family of 2 again was generally sick in hospital in April, had an operation of cancer, applied early, sir, just prior to leaving hospital to go home. Applied early for WINS, was told it was eligible for an invalid's benefit, a sickness benefit. Today, that family are still waiting to see whether they would receive a hand up to help them with their normal day-to-day expenses, including the mortgage payment. They risk, sir, losing their house because the culture under this government of government departments has changed significantly. Labour, sir, recognise the hardship that families are working through. We are promising the working population of our community and the rest of New Zealand that we will raise minimum wage to $15 an hour. Under this government, sir, we've only got $1 after 3 years. When we, sir, having money in working families' pockets is so important that minimum wage...
The Honourable Phil Heatley.
Mr. Speaker, like many people in the House,